He's trying to find his uncle. These are the names. It's the Reverend Graham, who fought and died for their country. Special place. Here's a statement here. It says, this memorial is dedicated to the brave men and women who defied the might of the invaders at Patang, Corregidor, and the parts of the Philippines during World War II. Thousands died in the battle during the Death March. While the incapacity, thousands endured inhuman conditions at a prison camp, Capas, Tarlac. They suffered in the night so that their countrymen would wake to a new dawn of freedom. Estimated death marchers, April 9, 1942 to 15th, 60,600 Filipinos, 9,900 Americans. Remember, more Filipinos died here. These men were the flowers of their youth. They typified courage and loyalty of our race. We can never forget them. We will never forget them. Their heroic sacrifice set measure of fidelity to our flag and to our institutions for this great generation. President Manuel A. Roxas, November 30th, 1940. Is that your uncle?
Right here. Sergeant.
How does it make you feel? Proud of him?
Oh, yeah.
You're damn right.
Me too.
My dad was here, but they let him go.
Your dad? But your uncle wasn't let go.
So he passed away here.
This is the original Camp O Donnell. This is the original sign. It was turned over to the Philippines in 1982. So Capas concentration camp is actually the original Camp O Donnell, which you heard from the movie The Great Raid, The Ghost Soldiers, that book I read about when they rescued him at the end of World War II, when MacArthur came back to register the Philippines. Kuling, you're going to be in the video. This is Kuling and his daughter here in the Philippines. His uncle is on the wall, and I've always wanted to come here. Thank you for bringing me here. This is beautiful. And we must never forget.
I want to come here anyway. Visit my uncle.
He's actually his uncle, United States Army. He lives here with his beautiful wife, your mother. And his son is actually in the United States Navy.
Yeah.
Semper Fi. Semper Fortis.
Oh.
I always. What's your motto?
Oh, this will depend. Established as Camp O Donnell. O'Donnell in 1940. So this is Camp O'Donnell.
So this is Camp O Donnell.
Yeah, that's Camp
Capas
O'Donnell.
Right. This is Camp O Donnell. Oh, excellent. This is where I wanted to be. Development Capas.
Roosevelt. Okay. Ordered by Franklin Roosevelt. So I know this was Camp O'Donnell.
I wonder if they still have the like the diagram of the old barracks and stuff like that. Welcome back. It's Biden's Animal Farm. I know it's been a long time since I did a video. I'll do my best not to do that anymore. But we just came back, me and my wife came back from the Philippines, 30-day visit with friends and family, mainly family. And since I'm the history teacher, I want to do some videos. And I have a good friend of mine, his name is Kuling. He's actually an American citizen that lives in the Philippines. And his uncle is actually on the shrine in Camp Capas, which is actually the original site of Camp O Donnell, which is where, after the death march ended, they actually put the men that survived the march into this camp that stayed there as long as they could until they passed away, or they were rescued right at the end of the war, okay, which is 1945. So for that time frame, I'm just going to give you a brief history lesson. Then he's going to the video, which is a personal video of mine, with Kuling showing his daughter where his uncle or her great uncle is actually on the wall. And it was very important to me to do this because this man, his uncle, passed away. He died in the camp. His father actually survived. And there's a story of a reason why, how he became a U.S. citizen, even though both of them were in the military at the time. They were both young. One of his father survives, his uncle dies. Okay, December 7, 1941, everybody knows, Pearl Harbor attack. December 8, 1941 is the day will live in infamy speech, but also that same day, the Philippines were being attacked. The Pacific War was on. The Battle of PI, eventually the Battle of Bataan, as they call it, on January 7th, 1942 to 4/9/1942. Basically, 3 months, 2 days, the battle went on, and then basically General King surrendered on 4/9/1942. That's when the Bataan Death March started. Wainwright was actually King's commanding officer, surrendered in a different part of the Philippines on 5/6/1942. That was only about 10,000, still a lot, but the Battle of Bataan Death March happened because King surrendered. Okay, many people considered that was going to be they would be rushed out of the army, but they came back and they were in prison too. And also, they came back as heroes because of their fortitude, what they survived. This video is basically a symbol of the survival of the ones who made it out of Camp O Donnell, and the memorial to the ones who passed away. Kuling is an American citizen. He lives in the Philippines. He told me about this back in 2020. His uncle is on the wall. That's in Camp Capas, which is the original site of Camp O Donnell. He passed away. His uncle died, but his father survived. The reason why he's an American citizen, I'll tell you this story, and then I'll get you to the video itself because I don't want this to take too long. When his father survived the death march and survived the camps, all the survivors were given an option to either join the Philippine Armed Services or the American Armed Services. Kuling's father chose to be an American citizen and join the U.S. Army. And that's how they moved to California, and that's how he became a U.S. citizen over there. The rest of this video is about the memorial there. The best thing about this video is the fact that he wanted his daughter to know about the history of his family. I'll put a picture of Kuling's father in here. He gave it to me. He's given me permission for this. And since I'm a history teacher, it's very important to me the fact that this generation understands about the greatest generation, which is his father's generation and his uncle's generation. They fought the tyrannies of the world. The Japanese army, the Imperial Army of World War II, and the same in a different part of the globe, Americans were fighting the Nazis. So, and he wanted to show where his uncle was on the wall. That's important to me because too many kids today don't understand that. So the rest of this video is about his uncle that's on the wall, and I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I won't wait this long before doing another video. Here's the video. You take care. God bless. See you soon.